Yeah, we'll tell you when. Yeah. We'll just let the music play for a little bit. I'm going to turn my mic off.
If you could pick one voice in commentary, who would it be?
Brenton Speed, bro. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mark Tyler. Good afternoon, all viewers. Welcome to the 2018 Mariners Cup play between St Mary's Catholic College and the International Football Tennis School. It's a beautiful day here at Central Coast Stadium, and I'm your host, Michael Glassick, and I'm joined by a very special guest in the commentary box for this afternoon's match, Jacob Brownlow. Jacob, how are you, mate?
Very good, Michael. Thanks for having me here. It's a lovely afternoon on the Central Coast. The sun's shining. The field is immaculate, and we're gearing up for a very good cup final here.
Yes, very good, mate. And it's a wonderful, wonderful day here at God's country, you could call it, Jake. It's a wonderful day.
100%.
And the magic of the cup is amongst us.
The magic of the cup. We've got a hashtag going here on this stream, hashtag magic of the cup. So feel free to share it around, try and get as many people watching this stream as we possibly can.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful initiative brought to you by the Central Coast Mariners, and it's great to celebrate the best, I guess, primary schools on the Central Coast playing against each other. We started with 10 teams, and now we're down to two sides that have shown some great football ability, have played as a team and worked hard together, and they get a big opportunity here in front of their friends and family and fans watching. Jake, you work a little bit and you've been involved in the international football school, so you know a lot of the players in this squad. How do you think they're preparing for the final today?
Well, I'd like to think there's no nerves there. They're out there, they're going to play with their mates in a good cup final, which is at the end of the day what it's about. Get out there, play a bit of football with your friends, and hopefully at the end of the day lift that shiny cup we can see over there.
Exactly. You know, it's the school's come a long way in this last 5 years, produced some fantastic players. You can talk us through a few of those players.
It has, yeah. Obviously, our most notable one is Trent Bahaja, who's now started at the Central Coast Mariners and has recently moved on to Sydney FC. If you've been watching the FFA Cup, he's at a stellar start there. Unfortunately, he's done his ACL, so he'll be out for the foreseeable future. We wish Trent a speedy recovery. Other notable players who are coming through at the moment, Kyle Johnson, who's also been training with the first team at the Central Coast Mariners. So it's a credit to those guys and all that coming through.
Yeah, it's great to see, I guess, a school producing a talent pool of players that are going on to bigger and better things, and it's fantastic to see. And you know, St Mary's, they've produced a few local talent. Kane Runge, most notably, he's worked a little bit in the commentary box, Big Kano, and he recently just made a move to the Dandenong Thunder in the Victorian NPL. So that's great news for him, and he'll be, I guess, viewing in today to cheer on the Catholics, the St Mary's boys, and hopefully they can pick up a victory for him. But
no, it's good to see both schools producing good players that can hopefully go on and represent Australia at the highest level and play the best football that they possibly can. So.
Exactly. So we're just waiting for the two sides to make their entrance out onto Central Coast Stadium. Obviously, the main game is on afterwards. It's between the Central Coast Mariners and Sydney FC at 5:30. So it's an exciting day. It's a derby, the M1 derby, and yeah, it's just a wonderful day. The fans are starting to come in, some of the friends and family of some of the players, and we're just waiting here for a wonderful day. And Jake, talk us through the team list for the IFS school.
Yeah, we have the International Football and Tennis School starting lineup. Spoke to their coach, the gaffer, the man at the helm, Timothy Witchard. He's a great guy, Tim. He does a fantastic job with all the kids at the football and tennis school there. He's been kind enough to send me through a little bit about how they're going to play today, and also their starting lineup. So Tim has sent through to me that they'll be playing a 2-3-1 formation.
That's a big thing to see, because obviously some of the teams were playing a different shape, more three at the back.
Yep.
In this cup, so yeah, it's really interesting. He's going more attacking today.
He spoke to me about using their wingers to go forward and try and score as many goals as they possibly can today.
Oh, good, fantastic. We'll go to that team in just a short second, but we're going to go down to the sideline with the guru and the legend, Les Hornery. Les, how is it, mate, down there on pitch side?
Okay, guys, here we are down at pitch side in Central Coast Stadium. I tell you what, can't get much better day for football today. Going to give you a little bit of a pitch report here. As you can tell, pitch report here, absolutely beautiful. Let me get down and have a bit of a look for you guys. Let me get a bit closer.
What sort of grass is it?
I'll get the keys out, but I don't need to, because I tell you what, I'm not sure if the IFS or the actual St Mary's have ever played in such a beautiful grass cover here. Let me set the scene for you here today. Got some guys setting out some actual tunes, and we're down here, down on the pitch side. The cup, as you can see, the cup here on my left-hand side, this is what the boys are playing for today over here in the cup. So it's going to be a really intense situation down here. I'm going to throw you back to the head commentary team, back up to Classic, and Jake, take it away, boys.
Thank you, Les, very much.
Les, that was immense. We're going for bigger and better things here on the commentary team, and we're going through the St Mary's Toukley side for today. Brody Slattery, Canoe Jackson, Liam Ipatalu, Keegan Freeman, Finn Thomas, William Boyle, Max Hodge, Josiah Faselli, and Jacob Waddell.
We move on to the International Football and Tennis School team. Tate Benelik, Jabin Romien, Aidan Sharp, Cooper Pataka, Ari Sullivan, Finn Palmquist, Jackson Hickling, Jaden Morales, Phoenix Cilia, and Jacob Robinson. What a team that is there,
yes,
Michael.
It's shaping up to be an immense final here at Central Coast Stadium, and the St Mary's Toukley side is coached by Greg Hodge and their assistant coach Joe Ipatalu, Ipolitu, it looks like. Sorry about the pronunciation. And yeah, obviously the St Mary's coach, he coaches a little bit in the women's side. So Greg, I spoke to him a little bit about the squad yesterday, and he said that there's some immense players in this squad, a few SAP boys playing. But here they come out onto Central Coast Stadium.
Walking onto the pitch, the players be ready for this occasion, Michael.
It's a massive day. And you can hear it. The Champions music is playing, Jacob.
Goosebumps.
And it's goosebumps. And the fans are starting to feel it. They're singing in voice. And the St Mary's Toukley side, led by Jacob Waddell, the young Mariners junior. And for the International Football School, it's led by...
I'm going to go with Tate Benelik.
Tate Benelik. So, two sides. And as the coaches make their entrance onto the field, obviously the International Football Tennis School coach Tim
Witchard.
Tim Witchard, and Greg Hodge is the coach of the St.
top
Mary's
blokes.
side.
Yeah, top blokes.
Top guys, and it's the magic of the cup right here. If you're watching and viewing, it's the hashtag magic of the cup. And who's your tip in this one, Jacob?
I'm going to go with the International Football and Tennis School here. I'm going to stay loyal and go with my team.
Les, who's your tip, buddy?
I tell you what, looking at both sides out there as they walked out, I think I'm going to have to sit on the fence. I'm going a 11-all draw.
11-all draw.
Yeah.
Exciting game. Exciting
Boys,
game
just
ahead.
I got a little tip for you. Just see the screen on the right here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's obviously what's streamed. So keep your eye on that, because that's
Yes.
actually what's going out. So
Yes.
if you're talking about the chick over there in row 7 and we're streaming the football, it's not going to work. Yeah. Good luck in your
worries.
call today, boys. Go well.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Les.
Les.
It's a wonderful opportunity that's been passed by the gaffer, Les Hornery. And as you hear,
Rosehead is looking rather good though.
Rosehead is. But we're here watching the final. Do we know who the referee is, Les? Have we heard the referee? Do we know his name?
No, the referee is he's fully licensed, and I believe he's running the line on the first grade game. So we'll be able to tell when we look at the first grade fixture sheet.
Fantastic experience out there. Be very good for the young players to have officiating their game. The players line up. They step out onto the field as we get ready to begin this Schools Cup final. Moments away.
Moments
A
away.
team very,
Yes.
very eager to lift that trophy at the end of this football match.
Yeah, it is. And obviously, looking at the setup here for St Mary's, they're playing a 3-2-1. So they'll 7 aside this tournament, the cup. 7 aside. And as you said earlier, Jake, the IFS setting up in a 2-3-1. So 2 contrasting styles here for the cup. And it's shaping, as I said, to be an absolute thriller. So a little bit about the tournament itself. It was brought to you by the community manager, Joey Gibbs, a former A-League player himself. He's actually won an A-League title with Sydney FC and played for the West Sydney Wanderers. And yeah, we're off.
Early shot from St Mary's there, testing the back line of the International Football and Tennis School, but they hold strong.
Yes, they come out a little bit aggressive here, St Mary's. They've come out of the blue and looking to get on the front foot early. So back to what I was saying, Joe, he's the community football manager most recently, and he's brought the idea to life, and it's a wonderful, wonderful concept, helping the next crop of Central Coast juniors through. And they get the ball wide here through and look to try and release the speed of their big number 9.
Both teams looking to play attacking styles here, Michael, with the time limit being rather short, with only a 12-minute half. So I'm sure both teams will look to get out and try and pepper that goal with as many shots as they can before they go in for that half-time break.
Exactly. And yeah, the number 9, Canoe Jackson, he scored a few goals in the Mariners Cup a few weeks ago. Obviously, St Mary's road to getting into the Cup final took a bit of a different turn. They actually needed to get into the semi-final. They needed a staggering 13 goals in their last group match, and they ended up winning 14-1.
14-1.
14-1.
Astounding score.
To book a ticket into the semi-final, and then went on to win the final 4-0 against the Terrigal Public School. So
What a road.
yeah, what a road. And the IFS school took a bit of a different. They had some tough group matches, but then they held firm and got themselves into the final, and they bit of a closer final, 2-1 against Berkeley Vale. Berkeley Vale played some really good football, so and we're off here to watch this wonderful final. It's shaping to be, and here he goes, starting to release. A bit of an early moment for St Mary's.
Keeper's come out and said, that is my ball. It's going to be tough to beat these 2 keepers today. Smaller goal size, so you're going to have to be precise and use a lot of power.
Yeah, it is. It's under 9s goals size, so shots will be having to be hit with a bit of venom and power. And Jacob Waddell, just a nice header out.
Well defended there. Good tackle there from St Mary's.
A nice clearance from Finn Thomas, the young stopper. So it's a good positive start from both sides. Obviously, there is no throw-ins once the ball goes out. You're allowed to kick it back in. So a different structure. That's what the magic of the cup brings, Jacob. A different structure, a different life.
Different ways to play for these guys, which can only bring good things for them, exposing them to different types of football, and hopefully these guys can use that and go on to play at the highest level they can.
Yeah, you're very right. And They get the ball out wide here. Nice
cheeky nutmeg there from Tate Benelick there. Nice bit of skill, which is exactly the thing we want to see here today.
It's good to see, and it's quite reasonably hot out there. It would be. It's about 26 degrees from the last time I checked.
I'm going to just jump in here, Michael. I just wanted to welcome Gerald Mendoz. He's all watching from Honduras, so welcome, Gerald. I've got a few coming in here on the Facebook. It's I tell you, down there before it was 27.2 degrees, Michael. So it was you were very close.
Thanks,
and I'm heading down at half time to give a little bit of a cross down there, but you guys are going well.
Thanks, Les. It's thanks for that insight. And if you're viewing in, don't be afraid to comment. Just get on there and
let us know your thoughts. Show your support for these players out here today.
That's exactly right. And the IFS school just trying to keep and maintain possession. A nice little ball with Finn Thomas again. Just a little bit of
for a corner.
Yeah, try to clear that one. Just probably skewed it a little bit.
What can we conjure up from this ball here? Good delivery.
Good delivery. Another quarter. On the upside, just the ball was hit out by William Boyle. Easy, another young Mariners stat player. Oh, nice ball.
Good ball in from Jacob Robertson.
Yes.
Just unfortunate, couldn't get anything on it end to direct it into the goal.
It is, and obviously we saw the team sheet for the IFS school, and there was a few rumours that there was going to be some other names, some familiar names towards Mariners fans coming into the IFS team sheet. I heard Kwasnik.
I'm going to go and try and get Joey.
He's going to try and get Joey Les on the sideline. And, yeah, we were thinking, Adam Kwasnik, Andre Gumprek, a few others. Brad Porter. Yes, so there's a few names.
Unfortunately, couldn't make it today to line up for this young side here.
Yeah, they've gone for a bit more youth in this squad.
Oh,
and a foul given away by Waddell.
Tackle
just a foul.
on Tate Benelick there. Good to see though, Michael. He dealt with it well. He didn't roll around. He got straight back up. It's good to see from these young footballers.
Yes, Waddell just getting a little bit of a spoken to. He's gone in hard for that challenge and just got the wrong end of him. But that's what defenders sometimes can happen to them. And the ball's hit. Nice save from the keeper. He's forced into action quite early into this one.
Fantastic work there from the goalkeeper. He stuck both hands out and said, "You will not score today."
So we're going back down to the sideline now with
Joey,
Les
I'm
Hornery.
Down here, have a look at the camera up here, man, up the top there. How are you, Joey? I'm down here. Tell us a little bit about your...
It looks like we're having a few technical problems.
With the kid.
Just here.
And tell us a little bit about this concept. Where are we at? We're at the final, yeah?
So, he's won the first one. That was 2 Thursdays ago, or 3 Thursdays ago. IFS won the other one. And the concept of it is they play the final off here before a main match on the Central Coast Stadium.
Beautiful, Joey. I'll let you get back to it. Thanks for crossing to us. Thank you, bud. Down on the sideline. Thank you.
Yeah, so you've heard a little bit just there. Sorry about the technical difficulties we just had down there. We apologise for that. But back live now to the game.
So Mary surging forward, looking to try and pinch something out of this game.
They are, but the International Football School, they're quite technical on the ball, and he gets a little bit of space here. The young man, nice little play from the number 7, Keegan Freeman.
Silky skills there down the side, and just giving the ball away. Just unlucky there from Jaden Morales.
Now the number 6.
Here he goes again.
Here he comes. A wonderful chance, a great save. Another wonderful save from Josiah Faselli. He's
surging run there from Jaden, but the keeper's matched him with an exceptional save.
That's a wonderful save. He's a big, strong lad, the young keeper, Faselli. I watched a little bit of him in the cup fixtures, and he was quite strong, demanding in goals. Nice to see if you're watching from a keepering point. Good young keeper. it looks like. And yeah, it's been a bit of an end-to-end start here, Jake. Both sides, obviously the contrasting styles.
It has, yeah. The score still stands at 0-0. A few efforts from both teams. No one yet to pick the lock, but I'm sure as time goes on in this game, we'll have somebody break the deadlock in this tie here.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So Waddell just on the ball, trying to play a bit more direct. Probably didn't have a runner there. He was probably wanting something in his front two, and probably didn't get it there.
Here come IFTS here, trying to find something out of this attack, but St Mary's defence stands strong. Michael
Boyle defends well there. Nice little defending there again too from Max Hodge. Good young player. And as you can see, just on your right here, the Sydney FC, a few Sydney FC players making their way out to watch a bit of the magic of the Cup. It's good to see that even though they're the travelling side, they're coming out here to, I guess, support the local juniors. So it's good to see.
It is, Michael. Have the Sydney FC boys out here to watch some of the youth coming through on the Central Coast. So hopefully the boys, as I'm sure they will, put on a show for these travelling players here as they prepare for their match against the Central Coast Mariners, which is our main event today.
It is. It's a nice... They're just looking at the pitch a little bit, the Sydney boys. So looking past a few Mariners boys making their entrance in, and another shot there just to the right of the goal.
Unlucky there. Both teams trying to find that elusive goal here in this tie. We're still early on in this game. Here comes Jaden Morales.
A nice little bit of feet there. He's quite a silky big fella.
He is.
Jaden. Feet.
I've seen him play before. He could nutmeg a mermaid in the phone box. This boy is very, very good with his feet, Jaden. He's a very good player, very handy.
That was outstanding from Brownlow there. Bit of Brownlow magic. He's got a few jokes up his sleeve if need be, don't you, Jake?
Yeah, I've got a wide bag. I carry around at all times.
The ball's just whipped in here from International Football School. So now just looking at the sideline, a few Mariners boys, Pete Kakeris, Joe Gauchi and Jonathan Aspro, just having a watch, seeing the bit of the magic of the Cup. They're in the dugout there. So a few of the boys just having a look on. It's good to see. Good to see the Mariners boys supporting a great concept. And Waddell just picks up the ball, plays out to Boyle. Goes to, I think it was Freeman there.
Very good play from St Mary's there. Just unlucky as they win the ball back, but they'll get a corner out of it.
They win the corner. It's good to see. Maybe not.
The parents.
And there was a bit of noise there from the travelling. Oh no, there's gone back to the corner flag. There was a bit of a disruption there from the Toukley fans. A short corner taken. Nice little link-up play. And Brody Slattery played a nice little ball there. And it's half-time.
In half-time.
Half-time, it's 0 goals to 0. So no goals.
Exciting first half though, Michael. In the absence of goals, they've given us everything we could have asked out of a cup final match.
Yeah, what do you think? Who do you think had the better of that one?
Well, it may be slightly biased, but I'm going to go with the IFTS team there, peppering many a shot at the goalkeeper. However, the St Mary's goalkeeper has stood strong, and a credit to him. I think he's kept his team in this tie. He's done a great job, the young lad.
Yeah, he has. I probably agree with you there, Jake. The IFS school, some nice link-up play from a few of their boys. Some of their attacking threats. They're playing a little bit more attacking style to St Mary's. They're probably playing the usual 3-2-1. But they've had a few wonderful opportunities in this half. Faselli's made some great saves.
But as you know, Michael, you've played many a cup final before.
Cup finals.
It's the magic of the cup. There
is the magic.
There can be an upset. It's easy for teams to turn it around at half time and go on to win this game.
It is just the magic. It is just magic here of the cup. And St Mary's, Greg Hargey's probably talking to his side about just trying to maintain a little bit more possession. Get that ball moving. Waddell's
that front man on the ball. There's been some searching passes, but
Waddell's tried to play a few in behind. And I think Tim's pretty laid back. I think he's just saying, go out there, be positive in the way you play.
Exactly, Tim is he's very happy for those players to go out there and figure out their football problems. And
exactly, solutions,
and give
finding
them
solutions
to try and help them pick a lock in this match here.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, always looking for solutions in football, and problem solving is good for young kids to develop and understand, and that's what both schools will be trying to implement.
You haven't had any word if this game finishes at even Stevens. So will we go to penalties or?
Nah, so that's a great question there, Jake. If the game goes to a extra time, so it remains 0-0, or it's even at the end of the normal time, we actually go to a stay 7v7, but every 90 seconds there is a drop-off. So a player is dropped off. Okay, so if you haven't played touch football, so this is what happens in touch football when it goes into extra time. At the end of the normal time, if scores remain even, it goes to a drop-off every 90 seconds. So we're back into the second half of this one. And a few comments here on the stream. We've got a few Go St Mary's, Go International Football Schools from Tina Irvine and Miller Marshall. Darren Pratt, hey boys, come on St Mary's. Big Pratties, determined that the Mary's boys can pick up a victory. Melinda Appo says, go St Mary's.
Ruben Awaratifi's a player in Sydney at the moment, an ex-student of the International Football and Tennis School. Young Ruben is out there doing good things in the Sydney MPL, so thank you for commenting, Ruben. And good to see support from both parent groups on the stream here. Hopefully we can provide this game coverage to people who are unable to be at the game today and want to see their family or their friends do well on their game today. So good things with this live stream here.
You're very right there, Jake. It's wonderful that people from home can tune in on their Saturday afternoons just before maybe they come out to the stadium or whatever they've got planned. And a nice shot there, but a corner is won for St Mary's. A bit of a crowd assembling on our side of the field, probably not on the far side that the camera's showing, but nice little crowd. Oh, wonderful chance there. I think it was Freeman on the end of it. A wonderful ball whipped across.
Very, very close there from St Mary's. What a ball in from the corner.
Again.
Just unlucky there with the finish. Just couldn't keep it down, but he did well to get into space.
And it was Ipo Litu with the cross there. Good young player he is, Liam.
We'd like to see the comments coming on the stream here. We'd like to see your opinions on this match and your thoughts and your spurring on for whoever you're supporting in this stream today. It's a healthy numbers on the stream we have here, Michael. IFTS look to go forward.
Boyle there, he's brought down a chance. Nice little block there from, I think it was Waddell. Good block.
Very good work here. We're mentioning him again, Jaden Morales. He's been a catalyst up top for IFTS today, along with Tate Benelick at the back, who's done a very good job as the IFTS keeper clears his lines.
And a good demanding tackle there from young boy, IFS. And here they come. They start to break away. Just one ball's won there.
Tate Benelick, who can he find?
Benelick, he tries to chip one in. A nice header out there. Number 3, he's been quite strong for St Mary's on the right side. He's made some good little clearances and been quite strong.
We're coming down to the pointy end of this game with around 10 minutes to go.
And a
just
chance.
Wide, still in there.
Here they go. They start to try and break away. I think St Mary's are finding it a little bit harder because IFS School have come a bit more attacking minded in their approach.
They are implementing that 2-3-1 to great effect here, but St Mary's have done very well. They're holding on here, and both teams very much so still in this match.
The ball just goes wide. It's been a bit of a tough one for this game. It's obviously small-sided, obviously with the smaller goals, and
takes a little bit of adjusting to for these younger players here.
It is, because obviously some of these boys, they play on slightly bigger fields, probably not full field, but they play on just a little bit more width and a little bit more size. So their first touch and their speed of ball movement and the way they play really has to be top notch on this sort of field size and field structure. So the ball just goes out to Boyle. Nice little hold-up play there.
Good play from St Mary's here.
Nice little hold-up there from Canoe Jackson. Here they go. Start to break. Nice ball. And here's the ball fall to him. He just doesn't in time. A wonderful turn there from
great skill there. He's got
Canoe
more turns than a lazy Susan, this boy. He's on fire.
Canoe Jackson with a wonderful turn.
Little nutmeg there from Tate Benelick again. It's good stuff here, Michael. End-to-end play.
It's a good hit. He's a big man. Who does he play for, Jake? He's a dangerous player.
Just a little bit wide there. And another surging run forward from Jaden Morales. He's had a fantastic game here.
Jaden Morales, who's he play for? Is he a junior or in the Central Coast system? Or
I believe most of these players here do play for their local team on the weekends, while also representing their school in matches such as this in their big cup final they have today.
He's a good young prospect. And Boyle whips in a wonderful ball. Chance! Oh, it's a great save, and Freeman was trying to get one on the end of it, but a wonderful, wonderful save. And the young keeper,
trying to find the young keeper's name to give him credit. He's done exceptionally well here.
Here goes Boyle again.
Save.
He wins himself it's controversial. VAR might be used, but it's just a goal kick. So we've just received insight. Joey Gibbs has just told us that they're trying to activate VAR here. However, the referee did not want to use that on that particular occasion, and they start to break away here through Brody Slattery. He plays it back, and Finn Thomas receives the ball. Nice little 1-2s and war passes there from St Mary's. They start to build in confidence.
They are doing well, as I said, at just before that half-time break. Very much so in a cup. The magic of the cup, both teams will be up for this game today and can turn it around at any moment, like St Mary's are doing right here today.
You're right. And
we have Ari Sullivan. Who can he find out in the right with a good pass in?
The ball's just thrown up. It's the ball. And here they start to break away again. St Mary's. He plays a through ball. Brody Slattery, and the number number 6 there, sorry. Max Haj, who's been everywhere, I guess, today. He's running around trying to find himself little pockets of space.
Jackson Hickling making a forward run there. The number 9, sorry, for IFTS. He's put in a good performance today as of all.
And
the
here they go,
players
chance. It's a goal.
And what a finish that is from the big man, Jaden Morales. He's been in scintillating form today.
Yeah,
he's come with the goods.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man. And a great finish, a surging run. And if we can get the replay maybe there, that was a wonderful run. And as he just breaks away and he pushes it into the bottom corner of the goal, and that's a big statement here from the International Football Tennis School. 1-0 and late in this one. We've only got a couple of minutes to go, and just a surging run. He's been the danger man today for the International Football Tennis School.
Has some very good play there from IFTS to get all the way from back in the field to up there and attacking their goal. And a good finish there from Jaden Morales. I'm pretty sure he was supplied by Tate Benelli. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So the ball's whipped in. It's a header. It's just put over the bar. A great chance there.
Super match here we have on our hands, Michael.
And I think it
Very
was
exciting.
Canoe Jackson with a wonderful chance. It's the magic of the cup. Can you feel the cup set, Jake?
I can. It is wonderful stuff here as IFTS go forward
Breaks
again.
away.
Tate
A
Benelli.
chance.
Oh my word.
Oh my goodness me.
And the celebration, he said, "How are you? Here's your laser treatment." Booked him in and he zinged one into the top corner. Tate Benelli with an absolute worldie of a strike there.
Oh, what a strike. And we look at the replay. He just gets away and he just pushes it into the top corner.
Wow.
That is one of the goals of the tournament, if I've seen one. We've seen some fantastic goals in this Mariners Cup.
Very
And
good
that-
here. And
that
you
is
see
one
the
of them.
reaction from St Mary's. No players dropped their head. They've continued to play and they're searching for that goal again as they come out wide here, look to reset.
And they try and play the ball out. But it's just a wonderful goal. That's world class, if you ask me. Just breaks away and he puts it on the right foot and wedges it into the top corner.
Very, very good strike. Almost Michael Glassick-esque, you could say.
I wouldn't say that, mate. I wouldn't say that. I'd probably put in the other net, if you ask me.
Very good strike there from Tate Benelli.
So IFTS, they've made this game their own, and they take a commanding 2-0 lead here in the dying minutes. About 2 minutes to go in this one. 30 seconds. I've just received insight, and they've just been stunned in the magic of the cup. And Jake, you're going to be bringing home a trophy to the International Football Tennis School, it looks like.
It is. They can hold on as a searching ball here. And just unlucky there.
Canoe Jackson, he's got some great space, and that's it. That's it.
It's all over.
It's full time here at Central Coast Stadium in the inaugural Mariners Cup. The International Football Tennis School take the win, 2-0 over St Mary's Catholic College. A game played in great spirits, but they were just too good at the end of the day here, the International Football Tennis School, and they've the first winners ever of the Mariners Cup. And Jake, how good would that be for them?
Very good. I'm sure the boys are all extremely excited. The parents will be very proud of both of these players here, both of these teams. The magic of the cup, Michael.
It is a wonderful, wonderful concept. We were down to 2 on the final day, but they're only one that can stand tall, and that's the International Football Tennis School. But those boys from St Mary's Catholic College, Toukley, they put up an enormous fight, and they should be commended for that. They've come a long way in this cup, They were moments away from being eliminated, but they
Fought tooth and nail.
but they fought tooth and nail, and they should hold their heads up high. Just getting here at the end of the day is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity.
What an occasion for both of these sides.
What an occasion.
To play at the local A-League stadium here, an immaculate pitch at Central Coast Stadium. A
Yeah.
lovely afternoon and surrounded by their family and their friends watching in the stands. I'm sure it's the biggest game that these young lads have played so far.
Yeah, it's a wonderful occasion. We're going to stay live here to present the inaugural cup and watch the two sides receive their medals and the final trophy at the end of the day will go to the International Football Tennis School. But in the meantime, I'm going to go specially live to a young player in the Central Coast Mariners youth team. He's a goalkeeper, plays in the Mariners youth team, as I just mentioned, and it's Aidan Mumford. Aidan, what a day it was.
Look, Michael, it was a fantastic day to be here at Central Coast Stadium for the inaugural Schools Cup final. A fantastic match. I really thought the goalkeepers were exceptional.
Yes.
As a goalkeeper myself, I always look at games and try and see how the goalkeepers performed, and I thought both were fantastic today. Both produced big saves at big times in the game, but unfortunately for St Mary's, they went down. A valiant effort from St Mary's, but a fantastic performance from IFS.
Yeah, it was Aidan. And Aidan, you're watching on, you know a few boys, you help out in the Mariners SAP system, which is great to see, mate, and you knew a few of the boys in this one. You know, on the losing side, St Mary's, they must be feeling it today.
Look, yeah, I have had the fortunate opportunity to work with some of these talented youngsters. Guys like Liam Napolitano, Jacob Waddell, and Will Boyle are all players I've come into contact in during my time with coaching with the Mariners Academy, and I know those boys will be feeling it. They're winners. They love winning. They won't be happy that they've lost today, but at the same time, I think they all put in good performances in today's game. They were just unlucky.
Yeah, that's right. And Aidan, you enjoyed your first start in the National Youth League last week, mate. Must have been great to get some minutes in the legs and get a victory, most importantly.
Oh, yeah, look, a fantastic win, I thought, away from home. We put in a really great performance. On a personal level, absolutely delighted to get my first game of the season. Sat on bench for the first two games and have been itching for a chance, and no, I thought I put in a solid performance, but at the end of the day, it's not about individuals, it's about the team result, and a win against the reigning NYL champs is a great way to boost ourselves after probably an unlucky loss against Newcastle the week before.
Yeah, it was, mate, it was, and a wonderful day. Aidan, a great goalkeeper in the youth team. He's performed absolutely well, and he deserves a great chance and an opportunity, and he's here today now to witness the cup. And you've got a score prediction for tonight's main event versus the Mariners versus Sydney. Obviously a tough few weeks for the first team, but they showed a lot of fight last week in the West, and I'm sure they bounce back today.
Yeah, look, thanks for the comments firstly, Michael, I appreciate that. But yeah, about the tonight, look, I definitely think that Sydney do struggle coming to Gosford. We've seen that last season, and I think the boys showed real fight last week, and we were just unlucky. Obviously, Khalifa getting sent off didn't help the cause, but Jake McGinn comes in today, again, a solid performer, had a game the other week down in Canberra with us in the NYL. And no, I give ourselves every chance tonight. I think every boy in that change room should believe that we can get the 3 points, and we'll go out and show real hard tonight. Mike in the media this week's been very positive, so I don't see any cause not to believe that, and I definitely see us being able to win tonight's game. But obviously tough fixture. Sydney are a great side. Lots of bags of quality, but no reason why we can't.
Yes, good stuff, mates, and thanks for joining us, mates. I know you've got a busy schedule today, and it's good to see that you can come down and support the local youth of the Central Coast. So, Aidan, thanks for your time, buddy.
Thank you very much, Michael. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, you've just heard from probably one of the best-looking guys in the Central Coast Mariners youth team, but probably not quite the best-looking. But we're going to go through just the replays whilst we wait for the official presentation, and obviously the International Football Tennis School had probably the first chance of the match.
The free kick there, I believe it was met with a very good save with the keeper. Rocketing in there, he's stuck both his palms out. He's He's done very well, and a commendable effort from the goalkeeper of St Mary's here. He dealt with a number of shots today to great effect.
Yeah, so just a few little highlights there shown. Now we're going to go down to the presentation of the inaugural Mariners Cup.
I'd like to welcome up the coach of the runner-up team, St Mary's Tootley, Coach Greg Harchie, to present the players with a certificate with the help of some of our Mariners players. Let's hear it for the boys here, the runners-up team, and the coach will come over here and present it to the boys.
So Greg Harchie just coming to say a few words on behalf of his team.
Max, William, Finn, Kagan, Liam, Keanu, and Brody. Congratulations.
Let's hear it for St Mary's Tootley, runners-up in the final here this afternoon, and they put on an amazing game at Central Coast Stadium. I'd like to present the winners now, and these guys just get their photo done here, runners-up.
Yeah, they've been immense through this tournament, St Mary's. Great display from those boys.
For the winners of the School Cup final, the International Football and Tennis
Here they come,
School.
the International Football and
their
Tennis
coach
School, after
presents, along with our
a
Mariners
fantastic
players,
game as
some certificates.
Tim Witchard steps up to present his players with his medals.
Yes, Tim. Looking stylish today, to be fair. Big Timmy, he's brought the goods and the shirts today.
As always, representing the International Football and Tennis School well. If you are struggling to hear, we have these players here. We have Phoenix, Jacob, Tate, Jabin, Cooper, Aiden, Finn, Jaden, the big goal scorer today, along with Tate. We have Jackson and Ari, all of those players putting in a fantastic performance today, and I'm sure coming away with a memorable win, and hopefully something that they can remember for a while and look to build on in their future careers.
You're very right there. A great display from the boys. So a few medals and messages and certificates presented by a few of the Mariners boys. Corey Gamero, Joe Giacchi and Jonathan Aspro there.
We'll grab this trophy as well and present it to the winning team.
Here we go, the moment the players have been waiting for.
This is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Here it is. The 2018 champions, the International Football Tennis School, the champions.
Of the Schools Cup final here at Central Coast Stadium. We'll have a chat to some of the boys very soon and find out how exciting it was to play here on the ground today, the same ground that the Mariners boys played as they get there. Photoed up there with the big trophy.
That is a wonderful sight there. Congratulations to everyone involved, from the coaches to the players to all the staff and families and friends that are involved with these kids. And just the two teams coming together to pose for a photo, and a game played in great spirit today, wasn't it, Jake? It's give us a little bit of a rundown very quickly of the game.
It was very good to see both teams coming out in fine attacking form here. Both put in a very good effort, and we've ended up with a very good 2-0 win for the International Football and Tennis School.
Yeah, it was two wonderful strikes in the second half, late in the second half, to bring home the inaugural cup to the International Football Tennis School. And thanks for viewing. Thanks for viewing across the globe, whether you're in Honduras, whether you're in Central
USA.
Coast, USA, Europe,
Sunny Queensland.
wherever you are. It was great to see you view in and comment and enjoy the magic of the cup, because it was truly magical. And thanks for watching
Till next time.
the champions, International Football Tennis School.